Hey guys, so let's go all the way back. So the day that I left for transfer, I didn't even go to sleep because I think the flight was at 5:30, so I didn't see the point of going to sleep, and I never got to take a nap during the day, so I was dead tired, and so was my best friend. So we were just sitting there trying to fight the sleep so we could, leave on time. And so when we got to the airport, it was really quiet and we were really struggling because we couldn't find anywhere to get food that wasn't either packed or super expensive. So that was a super struggle. And, everything went smoothly though. We got on the flight and everything, as you saw. And when we got to California, it was super bad weather, which is so weird because every time I've ever been to California so far, it's been really nice and beautiful. Even if it's a little windy, there's super nice temperature. Oh, also, I want to make a small note. You might hear my son throughout this video because he's in the other room and he was not letting me, he was not trying to be quiet for this video. Okay, so anyway, we got there, we got in our lift and everything. We got there safely. We got in our lift to our hotel, and let me tell you, this hotel, it has such great reviews, but it's super simple. For such a 5-star place, you would think that everything would be so extravagant, but it was just really chill. It was nice, it was pretty, but it wasn't all that. But yeah, we got to the room. It was super nice. We had a view of the pool in the back. It was super pretty. And so we were just chilling. I think on the first day we didn't do much except for eat and walk around a little bit. No, we took a small nap and then we went walking around, and we ended up going to the bookstore that I showed you in the videos. And it was really, really cool. It was the biggest bookstore I've ever seen in my life. And I know most people, they don't care about reading and stuff like that. But for me, oh my gosh, I love books. And it was absolutely amazing. And then we went to other places and just explored because they had all these restaurants surrounding the hotel. I don't know how people aren't fat there. It's literally food places every single place, on the corner, across the street, in the in the hotel, right outside the hotel. It's crazy. But it was really nice food. Everything was really, really good. I don't think I had one thing that was nasty the whole time that I was in California. So it was really nice. So after that, we just relaxed the rest of the night and enjoyed ourselves. And then it was transfer day, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I walked into this transfer day kinda hoping for the best, but expecting that anything could happen, because I really feel like since the last thing happened with the huge flood that was here, I was kind of on edge, with the whole journey, and I was like, man, I hope everything works out, because I believe what's meant to happen is going to happen no matter what. Oh my gosh, he is just going crazy in there. I believe what's meant to happen is going to happen no matter what. So I just kept praying, if it's going to happen, and if you want it to happen, then let it be. And if it's not, then that's cool. So I was kind of walking in like that. So when we got there, it was starting to get a little bit more real. But I'm still in my head whatever happens, I'm going to be happy with whatever result. I'm not going to be mad. So we got there, and we got there early, and we met up with my IP's translator a little bit after we got there, but I did acupuncture before she got there, and it was so cool. I can probably I don't know what I can even compare it to. It was the most relaxing thing I have ever experienced, instantly. It was only pain in 2 spots because she put it in my ear. There were a few in my ear, and one of them hurt, and then one in my ankle hurt, but there were 30 plus in my body, and none of those other ones hurt going in or after the fact. They just relaxed me. It was almost when I gave birth and I was on that medication and I could feel my legs. It felt like that, but in a soothing way. Everything was just so lifted, and I wasn't weighed down or anything. It was just relaxing, and I like took a little nap because they let me they let me relax and take a little nap before transfer. So after that, it was me and my best friend and my eyepiece translator. We're all just talking, and the nurse ends up letting us know that I can have my transfer sooner than expected, which I thought was funny. And I was just like, okay, cool. And because somebody had not come in, like they were supposed to be there at a certain time, but they had ended up missing their appointment or something, so he ended up coming to see me first. So I was like, okay, cool. So he comes in and puts that thing in that you use for a pap smear. Every woman knows this annoying thing that they put in you that clicks. So the first one they put in me, it broke. So that was annoying. And I was low-key mad because they always hurt me going in. So he had to take it out and put a brand new one in there. And I do not know why, but that one hurt worse than anything I've ever felt before. And I'm just cringing as everybody's smiling because they're excited for the transfer that's about to happen. I'm just like, ooh, okay, cool. This is happening right now. Yeah, so that happened, and then, he gets me set up, and the embryologist, I think I'm saying it right, she comes in the room, says the name and everything, and for a split second, something so funny, but like, completely confusing happened. So my doctor's talking to my eyepiece translator because he knows her and they're joking around, and then he says like something to the embryologist, like a oops or something, and I'm just confused because I can't see past my legs. So I'm just like, wait, what happened though? And so that was a whole thing. I was confused, and then on the monitor, you saw already, because I put it in there, but on the monitor, when they're showing you where the embryo is being implanted, they don't have the uterus in the middle of the screen like they did for my first transfer. They have it in the right corner. So I'm just like, what? So it happened so fast, and then he's like, okay, it's in there, and the nurse points to where it is, and I'm like, I didn't even see it go in there, and it was just over that quick. It was way faster than the first time. And I was just sitting there like, okay, so it's in there, correct? But yeah, so they ended up explaining everything, and, the baby was in there, the baby did get implanted. I'm just like, I'm just making sure. We just went through a lot of stuff. I've been on a lot of meds to get this. So that happened, and I was just relieved at that point. And I think I was still in shock because I'm like, oh my gosh, it actually happened. Like, it actually went through. Cool. Okay, cool. That's crazy. So after that, I did a second round of acupuncture. It was super relaxing too. The only thing was I had her put a cover on me the second time, and I think it was bending some of them, so it hurt a little bit. But besides that, oh my gosh, I recommend acupuncture. It was a really nice, calming, soothing, relaxing experience. So yes, my transfer went perfectly fine, and after that, I was just chilling. I was just relaxing and, enjoying the rest of our trip there before we had to leave. And I felt like a big relief because I almost felt nervous, like something bad was going to happen, because last time so abruptly, something happened and just didn't make any sense. So I was so thankful. So we came back home. I'm still taking my meds and everything, and, I'm impatient. So I did my first blood test 4 days post-transfer. So it's called days post-transfer. I'm sorry, I'm looking at one of the pregnancy tests because I'm like, wait, what is it called? We say this amount of days post-transfer. So I started at 4 days post-transfer, and I got a negative, and I was low-key like, okay, I didn't even feel any type of way because I had this confidence that whatever's going to happen, I'm not going to be upset. Like, I'm cool with whatever your will is, be done, whatever. So then I think I didn't do it 5 days post-transfer, but because I waited, I have a friend, she's also doing a journey, so we both waited to get our results for something on the same day. So I started again 6 days post-transfer, and I got a squinter, and I was like, oh, wait a minute now. wait a minute. So I got my first squinter 6 days post transfer. And then after that, I started getting, they were light still for a few days. And I think it wasn't until, I'm sorry, I'm still looking at the tests over here. I have all of them. It wasn't until 8 days post-transfer, it looks about the same as when I took it, that it started to get a little darker. And I'm just like, ooh, this is obvious. You ain't got to zoom in your phone to be able to see it. So I was like, oh, man. And they say every 48 hours, your beta number is supposed to increase. So I don't know my number. I didn't know my number then at the time, but I'm like, okay, it's increasing. It's getting darker and darker and more noticeable. And so by 10 days post transfer, which I took this the night before I had my blood test. So I had my blood test 11 days post transfer. This was the test, and it still looks the same as when I took it. Some tests say, you shouldn't read it after a certain amount of time, but this is the same amount of darkness as when I took it, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was stunned, but so happy. And so, I was still a little nervous, though, because walking into this, I didn't realize what your number should even be looking like at a certain amount of days post-transfer until I started looking up other people's journeys. And I have a friend, so she has her journey, and she was telling me, how high her number was, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I was 50 last time. That's nothing, So I was like anxious a little bit. And so I got my blood test results yesterday. Today is Tuesday. I got it on Monday, the 8th, and my number is 585. So super super different from the first time, and I'm pregnant. I'm definitely pregnant. So they ended up saying I was supposed to have another blood test done on Wednesday, I think, because they were worried that my number was still below like the first time, so they'd have to check it really quick, 48 hours. But since my number was so high, they said they're fine with waiting until Friday to check it again. So my numbers should have increased significantly by Friday. So I'm just like, woo, relief. My number is so high. I'm so happy. And, I'm just, man, it's crazy. It's crazy to even think that this is possible still to me. But yeah, so that is my results. I am pregnant. I'm going to keep everything updated like sooner. This was just like the longest wait I took because I wanted everything, said and done in this video. I didn't want you to have to keep waiting. So yes, I am pregnant, and I am hoping that my numbers rise as beautifully as they have right now, and they keep going and going, and this baby grows beautifully. I know my intended parent is super happy. I'm sure he's like, oh man, so relieved as well, because this has been a journey for us. Like literally, this is the third try basically, and it's been a journey. Hey guys, so I'm back today to do a short little update on what's been happening. So today is Friday, and today is when I have my first ultrasound appointment, and I saw the heartbeat. So yes, this little man is holding on for the ride. So yeah, so far everything's going good, and I'm super, super, super excited for my IP. I know he's over the moon because he was waiting. He was waiting for them results, and he's in China, so it's different time zones. And he responded so quick after I showed him the pictures. So yeah, they gave me 2 pictures. It's really, you could barely see it. I'm probably going to put it at the end of the video. But oh my goodness, the baby looks so small and adorable. And the heartbeat was 115, which is good. And I'm just, I'm so thankful for him. So I just talked to the nurse from from the office, and she told me that the only thing that they're adjusting is my delestrogen. So next week, they don't want me to take my delestrogen on Tuesday because it's only Tuesdays and Fridays. They don't want me to take it on Tuesday, and on Friday they want me to only take it at 0.15, which you might not understand this, but that's like nothing. Like, delestrogen doesn't hurt me anyway. Progesterone's really the thing that kills me. But delestrogen, I was taking it at 0.25 right now, so it's really going to be low now. So that's good, just to have something less. Everything else is the same though. My progesterone, he wants me to continue every single day with the vaginal inserts as well. So that's fine. You know, I'm just here to make sure this baby grows and is safe and secure in this belly, and I'm just, yeah, happy. So they gave me an order, so next week I'm gonna have another ultrasound on Friday. I have to make the appointment next week because it's later now. But yay! Oh, it's great news. So besides that, a little update on me. I have been getting my pregnancy symptoms, like for real. I've been having the nausea like no other. Oh, I've been so nauseous and bloated. Like I can feel the bloat. Like I can't suck this in bloat. But it's been pretty good though. I've found a few tricks to avoid the nausea, like some chips. That's usually what helps the most. Like some chips, or you know, some fries or something like that. But I'm okay. I'm just excited and wanting to get through this first trimester, so I know for sure everything's cool and everything. So like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys.